Howdy do, boys?
Oh. Hi everyone! Oh my goodness! Good morning. Good schmorning. Good morning. I need everyone to know I woke up at 2 a.m. I woke up at 2 a.m. for this, so you best be appreciative of me being here right now.
Yeah.
Thank you for the sub. Before we begin anything, and before we start anything, after this stream, I'm doing a stream with Drawkshow and Mama Drawk, and we're going to be talking about Baratier, which is why I had to get up so early. Thank you for the sub again. Thank you, but that's why I had to get up so early. So I could stream the chapter now and then do the Drawkshow stream after. I'm excited. I'm excited. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. No way. Thank you, everyone. I really super duper appreciate it. So yeah, I wanted to do the chapter first because I'm on the edge of my seat. The Drawkshow stream will be with them. I think it's on their Twitch and YouTube, maybe just their YouTube. You'll see the link. I'll ask them for their link and I'll put it on my Twitter so you guys can see can see it. Anyway, dodging spoilers for this chapter. Thank you everyone.
Melon7 love wins.
Thank you. Dodging spoilers for this chapter was like dodging bullets. It was like dodging bullets. I did not get spoiled. I have become a master at it, okay? Did not get spoiled. I have no idea what's going on. Don't know the title. Don't know anything. I don't know anything about this, okay? But apparently it's a big chapter because I had friends DMing me, like, not knowing. I think that something might be spoilers, and I didn't open my Discord, and I was like, I'm not responding to that because I think you might have just sent spoilers, and they'd be like, oh my god. It was a pain in the ass. Do you guys want to know my tech? Would you like to know my tech? Make one of your accounts on social media non-One Piece. My Instagram has nothing to do with One Piece, so I can scroll through Instagram Reels all the time and not get any One Piece spoilers. You just have to have one social media account that is not One Piece. Like, keep it away from One Piece, and then you can go online. And then you can go online for other things, and it doesn't have to be One Piece. It's that simple. It's that simple. My Instagram is One Piece-less for this reason. Okay. Let's get started. Let's get started. My crazy reels, yeah. Let's get started. I'm really excited. I can't wait to see why everyone has been bouncing off the walls for this chapter. Oops. I'm excited. Oh my god, I'm like kind of shaking, but I'm excited for like what could this possibly be? What if I don't care? What if I don't care? What if my reaction isn't good enough? Okay, 11:35. The cover art's already very cute. Oh, the cover art is already so cute. What is this? Oh, the cover art is so super cute. Oh my god, Nami and Jinbei, that is so cute. Oh my goodness. Oh, she's scared. Oh, that is so cute. Oh my god, I get it. So she has to walk out on the plank, and Jinbei's trying to help her, and Sanji's trying to help her. Oh, that is so cute. What the fuck? Oh, this is such a cute cover art. Oh, I love the cover art so much. The color spreads, sorry. The color spreads. Hang on, I want to look at all the details. I'm sorry, I love the color spreads. I love looking at all the details on the color spreads. Frankie in a hot air balloon. Oh, I see Gear 5 on the billboard. Oh! Nami and Jinbei are so cute. Jinbei is like truly like the dad. Like, that is so cute. Oh my goodness. And Usopp and Luffy. Oh, that is so cute. That is so cute. Oh my god, that is so cute. Okay, sorry. We'll move. We'll move. We'll schmove. Oh, they're on a ladder. Okay, it wasn't a wooden plank. Fuck, no wonder Nami's scared. I'd be scared. I'm just a person. Sorry, it's cute. Jinbei and Sanji helping Nami is just so cute. Oh, this is probably... I love One Piece. Okay, let's read. We'll read. How many pages is this? 17? Alright. Baby Loki. Yep, this is Elbaf, but my dad ain't here. He's on an expedition. Are you puny humans? I've never seen your kind before. You really do scurry around. Haha, you're adorable. Wait, did you say dad? Are you Harald's kid? Even on an expedition, you can still get in touch with him. What's your name? Loki. Okay, Loki, you're gonna do as I say. Go back home right now and get someone to contact your old man. Here's the message you tell them to pass on. Loki is gravely wounded. Return to Elbaf at once. Since when do I have to listen to what you humans have to say? Plus, it's not like Dad would come back home just because I got hurt. Stop ordering me around, you little weakling. Rock's sword attacks were famous for blasting everything in sight, like a gigantic hammer or cannonball. Yeah! Oh my goodness. Vohaha, that's how he laughs, vohaha. There, what did I just say? Loki's gone and gotten wounded. This madman had crossed Harald's path at the Reverie one year. Oh, that's not. Oh my fucking god, I thought that was Imu. It's Gunko. Okay. 5 kings have been attacked and captured. It's an abduction. They were taken by a large man dressed in black. The lives of kings are no threat to Mu. I suppose not, but your Holy Land is in a panic. In a historical anomaly never repeated before or since, someone infiltrated the Chamber of Flowers at the very core of the Holy Land. The man described himself as a worshipper of Davy Jones. He did not do anything more than this, as he knew he could not. But before he departed, he left a warning. I will be back right here. Naturally, word of this incident never saw the light of day, but as it happened, one other man infiltrated the Holy Land at the same time. That would be Harald. Look at him, he's far bigger than a giant. I desire him for a slave. No, he should be killed and stuffed for display. Guards, protect your lieges. That's Harald. Hot, fine, the talks are off. I apologize for trespassing, but is this really necessary? Don't let the king abductor get away. No, that wasn't me. The admiral's been defeated. His attacker went to the palace. Be wary. What is all of this hubbub about? Bring me the big one. He must be the one who kidnapped the kings. I'm not going to be the fool guy. I'll seize him and... A giant in the Holy Land. Is this guy lost or something? Okay, they're fighting. This clash between strangers... Sorry, do I need to... Whoa! Okay, sorry. This clash between strangers eradicated any sign of others for 5 kilometers around. 5 kilometers? Jeez. Voha, name yourself. Vohaha and Barahaha. I am Harald. I'm Rox. Aim at the town with the next blow. If they capture us, they'll turn you into a slave. What? Why? Don't think, just do it. So he's helping Harald? Okay. Okay. I care about Rox. I've just met the guy. I'm just waiting to find out more about him. Sorry. Okay, how do I explain? I don't care much for Rox's attacks. I care for Rox's character. So I'm waiting to find out more about him and not like his abilities. Was that the thing everyone was going crazy about? I don't know. Sorry, I'm sorry. Come on, you guys know how I read One Piece. Which way is Elbaf? The new world's that way. Vohaha, if you survive, let's meet again, Harald. Never. I don't consort with villains. What, you jumped off? The Navy Admiral that Rox had just struck down perished of his wounds despite emergency measures. After his many crimes of the day, Rox's name was launched into infamy and his deeds stunned the rest of the world. So Rox and Harald formed a little bond. It's not a big one, but they formed a little bond. Yeah, I was thinking, wait, I've seen this wanted poster pose before. That's Buggy's, isn't it? Right? That's Buggy's, isn't it? I was thinking, I've seen this. Where have I seen this? Scratching my chin. Sometime later, he attacked a ship laden with heavenly tributes en route to Sacred Mary Joie. Not only that, he destroyed the Gate of Justice and fled once again. With this ship and money as an initial base to work from, Rox dove into the pirating business. Currently, Rox is based. Currently, Rox is based as hell. Currently, he's based. Guys. I'll talk about this more later. His activities were always hostile toward the government, that's my man, but his first target was actually another pirate ship. In the pirating world, there had long existed a famous and merciless game played between crews. The Davy Backfight consisted of various competitions. Long Ring Longland, how are we feeling? Long Ring Longland, truth is, how the fuck are we feeling? I knew this day would come. I knew this day would come. I knew this day would come. Long Ring Longland, how are we fucking feeling? We're back. Vindication. We're back, baby. The Davy Backfight consisted of various competitions in which pirates gambled the fate of crewmates and flags. Rox made good use of this game to assemble a very solid lineup for himself. At this point, his motley crew of miscreants flew no flag. And that was when they arrived at Elbaf. His motley crew of miscreants, Steve and Paul. You had fun. You had a bit too much fun with that one. They've got someone amazing. You guys are going to be shocked. Okay, they're at Elbaf. That's it. He kind of acts like Kid. He kind of acts like Captain Useless Mid. Also, is it Orist or Aura Castle? Orist? Is that how you say it? With a st. Orist? Okay. Orist Castle Elbaf. I hurried back as soon as I could, but you're already nearly healed up. What a relief. I know you're a very strong boy, Loki, but you should stay away from the underworld. Oh, he doesn't even know. Oh, he doesn't even know. You're lucky you only fell from a cliff this time. There are plenty of other dangers that could befall you there. I can't believe Dad actually came back. That was just a coincidence, right? He wouldn't come back to see me. This is fucked up. Rox, I've heard all about your exploits. What are you doing here? Oh my god, they're friends! I've been dying to see you, pal! They're friends! Oh my goodness, they're friends! You should join me, Harald! The world government's not going to hear you out anyway. Didn't you learn that lesson last time? Jihaha, appreciate the feast. Nonsense! The day I team up with a band of infamous rogues like you is the day our allies lose all faith in us. There's Whitebeard. What? So you'd rather be ground beneath the world government's heel? I'm looking for a way to avoid that. We ought to be equals, every one of us. Now you're talking nonsense, Harald. Elbaf is a nation of almighty warriors. Anything you don't like, you can just smash to bits. So that's King of Elbaf. He's huge. Who are these people? Stussy, Shiki, Whitebeard. I don't know the other three. Yeah, there's no Kaido and there's no Big Mom. So this is before God Valley. Keep reading. Fuck, fine. Damn, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have an inquisitive, whimsical, childlike, wondrous mind. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I like to stare at pictures. Damn. It is before the crew formed officially, you're right. Stop reading. Okay. That's ancient history. Elbaf is changing. People's nature doesn't ever change. I know that fight and blood in your veins is bubbling over. Can't we at least eat in peace? If you people follow this man, only disaster awaits you. Follow this fool. Don't make me laugh. We're all individuals. If Rox dies, it won't affect the rest of us in the least. Shiki. Boo! Sorry. That's true, but his plan is very appealing to me. We're set to make a killing. Science robber Miss Buchan. Miss Buchan, Buckingham Stussy. Oh, she's gorgeous. You know about Fullerled, that island of exiles? They call it Pirate Island. They ship out all the hardened criminals there that countries can't handle in their own prisons. Australia! Oh. What the? What? That's where I would live! Bitch! That's me! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Oh god, Australia's now canon. Gangster of the West Blue, Don Marlin. Why aren't we getting where the other people are from Blue? I'd like to know the seas they're from. Whatever. Australia is real. God. Garp is being held captive in Australia. Kill him! Sorry. It was supposed to be a deserted island without food where the damned simply wait to die. Edward Newgate, future Whitebeard. But in recent years, they've survived and built up a settlement there. How do you think that happened? God. Pirate Guru Wang Zi? I'm saying that right? Future Commodore of Pirate Island. What? Do we know this guy? Do we know this guy? Future Commodore of Pirate Island. Do you know this man? Do we know this man? It turns out there's a gold lode under that island. When the criminal underworld found out, they rushed to help mine it. It's fucking Australia. What the? Oda, what the fuck are you doing? The gold rush? What the hell is happening? Why has he turned this into Australia?
Howdy do, boys.
This is, for those who don't know, Australian history. All the convicts from England were sent to Australia. The settlement was built, but then gold was discovered in Australia, so the gold rush happened. This is just fucking Australia. This. Also, the fact that this is like incredibly recent One Piece history as well. Like, this is incredibly recent history in One Piece. Do you know what I mean? For God's sake. First, Bonnie gets an arc in Egghead, and she was an Aussie, and now we have Australia Island. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. The government's seeing red because, okay, hang on. When the criminal underworld found out, they rushed to help mine it, and the prisoners made themselves a fortune. The government's seeing red. Okay. Pirate smuggler Ganzui. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say these names. That island's crawling with vicious brigands. Brigands? Oh my god. Get anywhere near it and they'll rob you blind. So we made a deal with the government. I says to them, if we get that island back, how much will you give us? If they're willing to pay us, sure, we'll go raid Pirate Island and split the treasure between us. But we ain't giving the government the island or the prisoners. I'm gonna rule over Fullerled and I'll get the idiots who live there to help me build a pirate's paradise. Interesting. Can't you just see the dumbfounded looks on the government and Navy's faces? Vahaha. This is just the prologue to my life. Don't look in the camera, Oda. Don't look into the camera and tell us that. The prologue to my life with that island as my base. I'll wipe out the Navy and bring the Holy Land to its knees, and in the end, I'll be the king of the world! Oh, little Loki's listening. You're making an enemy out of the entire world. It's too much to handle. Go ahead and doubt me. Sooner or later, someone's going to do it. There's no authority in the world that lasts forever. Let's go, Harald. If we team up, we're unstoppable. Save your breath, I'm a king. The world. Oh, you think I care? Let's go and take over the world. And the next thing Loki knew, his outlook on life had been saved. I knew that it was like freedom that he was hearing that like changed him. Piracy, freedom, it all comes together. He was hearing what Rox was saying, and he was hearing freedom, right? That's why. That's exactly why he idolized Rox. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess that. That's horrible. I mean, not horrible, like, I'm happy, but, like, we know what happened. And now I can't wait to find out why Rox stabbed Loki and was like, no, you're not coming with us. Rox is saying there's no authority in the world that lasts forever, though. Anyway. 4 years later, after Harald ignored repeated invitations, Rox finally carried out his plan. The formidable lineup that joined him caused the world to quake with terror. Let's get going, boys. Okay. So first off, obviously something has changed with Loki, right? But remember, Loki said he used to admire Rox. He used to, like, care for like Rox as his mentor. He doesn't anymore. So something happened. I still think it's probably because Rox said, no, you can't come with me, and that really hurt him. But no, what I think has happened is I think Loki was desperate to go with Rox, and Rox had to stop this kid from following them. That's what I think happened. Because here's the thing, I'm still not on board that Rox is like a villain. I'm still not on board that Rox is like a horrible, horrible man. I don't think it's the case. There are a few reasons I think that, but him saying king of the world, I'm not seeing anything like a celestial dragon-ish about that. Do you understand what I mean? He'll wipe out the Holy Land. He'll be king of the world. He's got big ambitions. But I'm not exactly sure if it's malicious ambitions. That's my thing. So, also, he's fucking wiping out world governments. He's wiping out, what did it say he wiped out? Navy admirals. That's my man. He attacked a ship laden with heavenly tributes, destroyed the gates of justice. Nah, that fucks. That fucks. That fucks. He's bothering Imu. Well, he's not good either. He's a pirate. As always, he's a pirate. Pirates are not meant to be good or bad. Yeah! Pirates are pirates. We gotta remember Hachinosu was has a slave trade. Fuck, where's Hachi? Is that full of lead? Are you guys using... That's full of lead, right? Sorry. I'm a filthy, filthy official reader. It has a slave trade now. But, this is back before, like, it was established as anything that Blackbeard had. We have to remember that. Like, this is the full lead that Rox is talking about is not the full lead that we know now. Like, it's still being established as what the current day is, you know? But, fuck, what was I gonna say? One of the reasons, well, first of all, Rox is doing a similar thing to what Blackbeard is doing in the way he's getting his crew together. Because Blackbeard is doing something similar, where he's collecting people, basically, and he's collecting powerful people, and he's just bringing them together, and they're not really a crew. They're individuals that are together. No, I don't think Blackbeard is using Davy backfights. Blackbeard is just a very smooth talker. But Rox, on the other hand, like, I don't think these guys dislike each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's pals with Harald. He chills with Whitebeard. You know? But here's the thing. Because I was just about to get with that. What we've been told is Roger had to team up with Garp to stop Rox. And here's the thing. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think that's propaganda. And the reason I think that's propaganda is because have we seen that? Did we see that? We have just been told through a Marine that that happened. Remember what One Piece's biggest theme is, or one of One Piece's biggest theme. It's misinformation. Also, Imu can take control of people. We know that now. So I'm hearing a Marine is saying this. Garp absolutely refuses to talk about it. And we know Imu can control people. And you want me to just believe that Roger just had to fight Rox with Garp like that? I don't believe that that is actually how it played out. I think something more is at play there. It doesn't sound right. Hachin also means beehive. It's a Japanese metaphor slang for being full of bullet holes like a beehive. Oh, hence full of lead. Okay, thank you. Now I know. But because I was rereading God Valley for my Kuma video. That, by the way, I finished the script, so I'm now recording it. But something that really struck out to me is a lot of people say Roger didn't like Rox. That is rumors. We don't actually know. People just say that. We haven't seen like Rox and Roger interact, right? And I think it seems pretty clear that I think Rox knows Whitebeard through the Rox days. Sorry, Roger knows Whitebeard through the Rox days. And then when I went to the God Valley incident, there's a chapter like, and I was like, what is going on? What is going on? Where Roger is jumping onto God Valley, right? And he's like, oh my god, I can't control myself. It's been a whole year. And I was reading that like, a whole year since what? What the fuck is he talking about? And one of my friends said, I think since he fought Rox, right? I think it's been a whole year since he fought Rox, and Roger's smiling. Roger seems to be enjoying himself. And then when we continue on with that chapter, we have Rox and Roger talking to each other, where you have Roger saying, wait, Rox, and you have Rox saying, get out of my way, Roger. They look like they're frenemies. They look like they're frenemies. I don't think they were enemies. I think they were good-natured with each other. I don't think they were like Blackbeard and Luffy. I think they were friends. Because if I'm reading that interaction right, it sounds more like they get excited when they can see each other. And it sounds more like Roger is happy to see Rox or is excited to see Rox. Like Luffy and Kid, right? It feels much more like Luffy and Kid to me. I don't think Rox is this super evil guy. Because here's the other thing as well. Remember when we were first introduced to Roger all the way back in chapter 1? And remember how we didn't know anything about Roger? I wasn't even in the fandom at the time, but I knew that this was the consensus. People thought Roger at the time was a monster. They thought he was a monster and they thought he was a devil, right? Like, it was hounded and pushed so much that Roger was like the worst person in the fucking world back in the day. Before we knew anything about Roger, so many people thought Roger was just this bad. He was just this awful. the Pirate King was actually a monster, right? And then we actually meet Roger in the 1.0 flashback, and Roger's fucking chill. He's an incredibly chill guy, you know? He was super chill. He wasn't actually a monster. He wasn't actually a devil. He was literally just a guy. He was strong, but he was just a guy. So I think about how Roger was perceived, not just in One Piece's world, but by us, the audience, as well. We perceived Roger like, and people to this day still will argue that Roger is actually that bad. They still argue it. That's how insane it is, right? They will still argue that Roger he actually is this bad. He's not. He's clearly not. We have been tricked by Marine propaganda. He is not the devil or a demon. So I'm looking at Roger, and then I'm looking at Rox, and I'm seeing two sides of the same coin here. And I'm thinking, I don't think Rox is that bad. I think Rox maybe had big ambitions. He clearly had big ambitions. But I don't think he's as evil as everyone is predicting he is. Simply because I'm picking up on different vibes here. And now that we're meeting him as well, and now that we can see he's pals with Harald, like he is friends with Harald. Harold's a chill guy. Whitebeard chills with him. Whitebeard clearly doesn't hate Rox, you know? His crew don't hate him by any means. Like, yeah, he won them, but they don't hate him, you know? I don't see him as like an evil man. I just think for the longest time we have thought Rox has been an evil man. And now we're seeing him, and now things are starting to, you know what I mean? And the other thing is, of course, he's Blackbeard's dad. And that doesn't help his case because, of course, Blackbeard is fucking scummy. But just because Blackbeard is the way he is doesn't mean Rox is going to be that way too. At least that's my opinion. But here's the thing. And here's I'm going to jump into something crazy here, okay? Let's say Buggy is Rox's second child. Hypothetically speaking, let's say Buggy is related to Rox. Hypothetical, okay? Because I'm thinking of how that would work. What's Buggy trying to achieve right now? Right? Buggy has his dreams back on track. The One Piece, exactly. And remember, whoever owns the One Piece will rule the world. Like, we were told this. The One Piece is like, the world is on the One Piece right now. So Buggy is now, his dreams have rekindled. He's going after the One Piece. And Buggy is incredibly charismatic. Buggy has a lot of people around him that really love him and really like him. He's like lit a flame in a lot of people. And then you have Blackbeard. And Blackbeard is the opposite. Blackbeard is like, we don't have to like each other. We just need the same goal, you know? So I'm thinking, if Buggy is related to Rox, are Buggy and Blackbeard going to be two different sides of Rox? Are they going to represent two areas of Rox and what he wants and who he was? Is Blackbeard going to be the more malicious, authoritative, cruel side of Rox? And is Buggy going to be the dreamer side of Rox, the childish side of Rox? Like, is that what it's going to be? I feel like Davy Jones is the Sea Devil and the Domi Reversi is a demonic origin of the Davy Back games. Oh, I just can't. Hang on. Davy Jones is the Sea Devil. Now we have to meet Davy Jones, actually. Demonic origin of the Davy Back games. Okay, my mind is figuring this out. Well, look, now we have to meet Davy Jones. Now we have to meet Davy Jones. I think that's the only thing I can think of with that. Rox was pure ambition, but he was fair. Hence the Davy Back fights. Blackbeard looked at his dad and decided he wasn't ruthless or cunning enough. That's exactly what I'm thinking. So many people think Blackbeard is... So many people think Blackbeard is like Rox Part 2. I don't agree. I agree with you, Alec. I think that's what it is. I think Blackbeard thought his dad wasn't good enough. I think Blackbeard thought Rox wasn't cruel enough, wasn't harsh enough, wasn't shooting high enough. I agree. I think Blackbeard thought his dad needed to be better, so he has to take that up. I think it's similar to Doffy and his father. Although Doffy's father is fucking nothing like Rox, but I think it's similar. I think it's similar to their relationship. Doffy fucking hated his dad. Doffy thought his dad was an idiot and didn't take power where he should have, right? I think it's similar. I think Blackbeard and Rox are similar to that. I think Blackbeard demands power, and I think he thought Rox wasn't good enough to do that. I think he's gonna be like, my dad was a fucking softie. He didn't do shit. He didn't do good enough. He failed. You know? Why would Roger enjoy fighting Rox, reframe Ace and Blackbeard? Because they're both their sons? Eh? I don't think that reframes much. It's more like, haha, look, it's their kids. Also, it said he attacked a pirate crew. Do we think that was the Roger Pirates? His first target was another pirate ship. Are we guessing that that was Roger? I'm guessing that that was Roger. Brooke. I'm guessing Roger. Because remember, Roger said it's been a whole year when he got to God Valley, and I'm thinking that means since he's seen Rox. So what if this is a year before God Valley, and that was Roger's ship? You thought it was him getting crew members? Interesting. Sengoku slander 2025, and we will be slandering him into the 3000s. We will be slandering him until I fucking die. Even after that. When I die, you guys better keep slandering Sengoku. Fuck that guy. Get him again. Slander them all. Slander them all. I don't give a fuck about any of the Marines. Except for Smoker and some of the women. All of the women. Slander all the admirals. Who give a damn? Avenge me! The will of Sengoku slander. Fujitora doesn't count because he was drafted.
Blackbeard's career would have been archaeologist. If Rox claimed to be a worshipper of Davy Jones to IMU, that could be his way of saying, I know the true meaning of D. I am gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you. That's actually, no, Rox is an insane aura farmer. That's true. The fact he popped up in Imu's little flower, what's it called? Chamber of Flowers, and he was like, I'm after you. If I were Imu, I'd be shaking in my little fucking boots. That is very funny, actually. That he just rocked up and said, I see you. That's very funny. I don't care. No, I fuck with Rox. I'm not believing that he's bad. I'm not believing this Marine propaganda. I'm not believing it. I do not believe that Roger and Garp fought Rox because Rox is like evil. I don't believe that's the case. I think that's Marine propaganda. I think Roger and Rox might have been chill with each other. I think they might have vibed. I think they vibed. And I think something happened on God Valley that we are not being told, obviously. Which is why I always say, I will not say anything in One Piece as fact until we've seen it. Seen it. We have to see it, right? Unless we've seen it and it's like a historical event, I don't trust it. Because Oda's very, very good at tricking all of you into thinking that the Marine propaganda is correct in this world, right? The reason I'm happy to say Blackbeard is scummy is because we have seen him be scummy. He is literally a scummy guy. We are watching him be scummy. I haven't watched Rox be scummy yet. The most he did was hit Loki. That was kind of fucked up, don't get me wrong. We don't know why yet. Also, he's fucking chill with Harald. That's Harold's son, so what is going on? Honestly, I still am thinking that Loki wanted to follow Rox, and Rox was like, you're a kid, you cannot come with us, but Loki was not backing down. So Rox had to stab him to keep him in Elbaf. Loki swung first. Also, oh, we did too. Also, Loki and Rox's meeting is similar to Harald and Rox's meeting. I just have to point that out. Ow! Yeah, Loki thinking, oh my god, Dad really came back. Oh, Loki, you poor broken boy. But you know what I'm thinking now? Now we can hear, like, Loki is going, I'm gonna destroy the world! I'm gonna destroy the world! I don't believe he's actually wanting to do that. And I don't believe he really does want to do that. But now that we're hearing Rox is like, I'm gonna rule the world, and now that we know Loki no longer admires Rox, suddenly Loki saying, I'm going to destroy the world makes a lot more sense, right? His feelings got hurt when he was a wee bab. And his idol's dream was, I'm going to rule the world. And then Loki's like, well, I'm going to destroy it. Like, suddenly Loki saying, I'm going to destroy the world sounds more like a bit of a tantrum, doesn't it? Sounds more like his feelings were hurt. I don't actually think Loki wants to destroy the world. I think he's just highly emotional and highly angry and sad, but I don't think he actually wants to destroy the world, right? Destroy the world government. But the thing is, when it comes to Rox wanting to rule the world, I don't exactly know what his motivations are. Which is why I'm like, I'm still not 100% sure, but I'm still not believing that he's evil. But also, I fuck with the fact everything Rox is doing is just in spite of the world government. I fuck with that. I really fuck with that. And also, when people go, but he's going against the world government or blah, 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 it's like, yeah, Luffy did the same thing. Every time people try and use, like, but ex-pirate is fighting, like, marine bases and he's going against the world government. Yeah, Luffy did the same thing. So... they've all done the same thing. Luffy literally declared war on the world government. He declared war on the world government when he saved Robin. This is normal. This is pirate shit. Like, this is normal pirate stuff. As if it's a bad thing, right? Yeah, you fucking marine bootlickers, huh? Oh, but the Marines, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit if an admiral dies. I don't give a damn if an admiral dies. Unless it's Smoker or Fujitora, I don't give a damn if an admiral dies. I fuck with Rox. I fuck with Rox. Boo, boo, Marines, boo. You're reading a manga about pirates. Why the hell do you care about the Marines? but the Marines help more people than pirates do. Propaganda, you little fucking liar. I've watched the Marines and world government blow up like 4 fucking islands at this point. Like, I've watched the Marines kill count be much higher than pirates at this point in time. The Marines and world government's kill count together be higher than pirates at this time. And you want me to be like, oh, but they help more. No, they fucking don't. They pretend to. They don't. Don't lie to me. I've watched Luffy help more people than the Marines ever have. You little liar. And the Marines that are actually helping people go against the Marine system. Smoker doesn't give a fuck about the Marine system. He hates it actively. Fujitora hates the Marine system. He was drafted. He was like, what are we doing? The Marines that actually do something go against the system. Sentomaru, he said, fuck it, I'm leaving. This is stupid. Even fucking Kuzan Kuzon's not even like that good of a guy, but even he was like, nah, this is fucked up. I have to leave. Like, come on. Come on. Fuck Kobe, all my homies hate that goody two shoes. Kobe's on my shit list. He is on my shit list, but I think Kobe is going to have an awakenings. I think he's going to have... I want to believe Kobe will have an awakenings. I want to believe.
Howdy do, boys.
What kind of awakening? A Luffy-based awakening. Honesty impact! Oh my god. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. So, this was a very good chapter for Rocks, but what was the thing that made everyone freak the fuck out? Am I not reading One Piece right? It was a fantastic chapter. Oh. What's the clash? Really? I thought it was going to be like an insane piece of lore revealed. The Rocks Pirates? I mean, we got to see how the Rocks Pirates formed. That was awesome. Davy Backfight was the best part of that. The Davy Backfight reveal. That was the best part. That was the best part. The Rocks poster as well. It does look like Buggy. Buggy stocks are up. Oda is misguiding us. He's misguiding us. He's tricking us. He's tricking us. Rocks had 2 kids. He had 2 kids. He had Blackbeard and he had Buggy. He's tricking us. The Buggy agenda's back on. Buggy D Clown is back on. It's real. Harald being a good dad for once. I say suspiciously. Look, let me just say, this is why I don't understand why people get upset when I get excited about something, because this clash, right? That clash, you can't see it. Whatever. That clash, right? That... The emotions that gave some people who read One Piece, that's how I felt when Shanks was like, I just wanted to live with Buggy. So, riddle me piss, why can't people understand my hype? Why can't people understand my hype? But their hype is the correct hype, but my hype, my emotional hype, is not the correct hype. You bums. Why can't I enjoy my emotional hype moments instead of fucking aura farming? Luffy and Shanks are 2 halves of Roger, would stand to reason that the other 2 emperors are 2 halves of Roger's greatest rival. But Alec, in saying that, do you believe Roger didn't like Rocks? Because I just don't. I just don't believe that Roger didn't like Rocks. I think Roger enjoyed Rox's company. Also, to the people saying, because I just saw Kaido destroyed Wano. Yeah, and the second Kaido was defeated, the world government literally moved in to capture Wano. There is no, like, there's nothing good here. Like, both of those options are bad, guys. The literal second Kaido was defeated in Wano, the world government was like, this will be ours now. The Marines and the world government do not give a fuck about anybody. Like, I don't give a fuck about anybody. Shiniest of 2 turds, literally. Rox, please be a man whore. Wait. Is it gonna say it? You've been censored. I'm sorry. Well, I agree with you. Who would you say Roger's greatest rival is? The thing is, Rox wasn't around when Roger claimed the One Piece. Don't say Garp, fuck that bum. That's like saying Kobe was Luffy's greatest rival. Garp was a fucking bum that was just following him around. Garp was a stupid bum that did nothing to Roger. Nothing. I was thinking Whitebeard. I do think Whitebeard. But I think Rox... Like, because Rox wasn't around. I don't think Rox was around when Roger claimed the One Piece.
Howdy do, boys.
Because we know he wasn't, because Whitebeard had his own crew at that time because of the Wano flashback, the Odin flashback. So... we think Rox died in God Valley. I don't know. I think Roger and Rox need to have like in the trenches war soldier moment where like Rox is dying and he's like, Roger, find the One Piece, you know? I think they need that on God Valley. Roger, find the One Piece. But yeah, I don't know. I don't buy into Rox being a villain. I think Roger liked Rox. I think Roger and Rox were friends. I don't feel so good, Mr. Roger. Because, look, if you go to the chapter, the one that I'm talking about... Well, thank you very much. If Blackbeard is following Rox's plan of becoming king of the world and his plan needed Harald to be on his crew, you think it's actually Blackbeard catfishing Loki as Mercer to make him join his crew.
Howdy do, boys.
No, I think if Blackbeard wanted Loki on his crew, I think he'd be around to that by now. All I know is it's not going to happen because now Luffy likes Loki. Luffy likes Loki. So Loki's done. He's done. Luffy grabbed him. I don't actually think Loki's going to join the Straw Hats, by the way. But I do know that Loki and Luffy are friends now. They're friends. So I don't think anything like outrageous is going to happen to Loki at this point. Hang on, I gotta find the God Valley incident. Okay, chapter 1096. The Roger pirates appear on God Valley, and Roger says, "It's been a whole year. Do you have any idea how I felt all this time?" And like I said, Roger's smiling. He seems excited. And I was like, a whole year until what? Perhaps until since he's seen Rox. And then if you continue on with the chapter, and the God Valley incident ends, you have Roger saying, "Wait, Rox," and Rox saying, "Out of my way, Roger." And that has to be Rox and Roger talking to each other because they're in the speech bubbles, right? I don't think... It just sounds like they were friends. Like, wait, Rox? That doesn't sound like he hates this guy. I think they were frenemies. Frenemies. I say frenemies. I don't even mean this in a gay way. You guys are making it... For once, I'm not making it gay. I'm just saying I think Rox and Roger were chill, which is why I don't believe in the propaganda. I don't believe in the propaganda that Rox is evil. I just don't believe it. But again, I don't know what Rox's actual like ambitions are, and that's the issue. I can't determine what Rox's goal to rule the world like is. Like, what's his goal after that? What is the point of ruling the world? I'm trying to figure it out. Is it just to spite the world government? Sorry, I'm rereading over what he was saying. Because I want to figure this out. Also, here's something different about Rox and Blackbeard. Blackbeard actively worked with the world government as a warlord. And to me, that's another sign of Blackbeard thought Rox wasn't doing what he should have been doing. I honestly do think it's Blackbeard thinking his dad wasn't good enough. His dad wasn't smart enough to do what he wanted to do. Hang on, I'm reading what he's saying. I don't think Sengoku would have mentioned Garp needing Roger's help to his colleagues if he didn't, because it makes the Marines look worse, not better. Yes, but again, Garp is not telling the whole truth. Because here's the thing, people say, I think Rox is evil because Garp and Roger had to team up to take out Rox. There's something missing there. There is a huge piece of information missing there. That's why I'm saying this is misconstrued to make it look like Rox is just the fucking worst guy ever. That's the issue. Sengoku saying that is Garp's not telling him something. Garp isn't saying something. There's a problem. Like, there's something that we are not being told. That's the issue. I don't think it's Garp being misleading. I think it's Garp not telling the whole truth. I think that's what's going on. Nonsense, blah, blah, blah. You'd rather be ground beneath the world government's heel. I'm looking for a way to avoid that. You're talking nonsense. Elbaf is a nation of almighty warriors. Anything you don't like, you can smash to bits. Now, here's the thing. I was thinking, oh, that's kind of a harsh thing to say, but then I remembered Luffy was thinking the same about Elbaf. Luffy was also like, oh, they're not warriors anymore. People's nature doesn't change. That fighting blood in your veins is bubbling over. That's interesting. People's nature doesn't ever change. I wonder why he's saying that. Also, yeah, Luffy was beating up Momo. Guys, we have seen, like, plenty of characters hit a kid in One Piece. I don't think it's crazy. Oh my god, Rox hit a kid. Okay, who hasn't in One Piece? Like, at this point, who hasn't? Probably only Nami and Robin, maybe. Maybe Frankie, I don't know. I feel like Frankie's hit a kid. Wait, Frankie beat up Usopp. Made a deal with the government. See, can't you just see the dumbfounded looks on the government and Navy's faces? This is why I'm like, I feel like he's just doing this to spite the world government and the Marines. I'm not sensing something super malicious here. I'll wipe out the Marines and bring the Holy Land to its knees. I'll be the king of the world. Because you're making an enemy of the world, but that's what Luffy did. Maybe not on purpose, but he still did. Also, sooner or later, someone's going to do it. This is why I'm not so sure, because he's saying there's no authority in the world that lasts forever. So he wants to remove the world's authority. And he's saying that world can last forever. Which is why I'm like, I'm not sensing evil here. I just don't exactly know his motivations, but they don't feel evil. I don't see that Rox wants to own slaves, you know what I mean? I'm not seeing that from him. Do you think he has ties to Gunko too? Why was she included in this chapter? Does he want revenge for the World Gov taking her? No, I think she was included in this chapter so we can see that she is immortal. Like she's not aging, you know? Because a lot of people thought the Holy Knights would be old, and I was like, well, they are. They just don't age. Yeah, I don't think there's any ties to Gunko. I think we are just seeing the Holy Knights are just this, like, Gunko's this old. Which is interesting because Shamrock is definitely not this old. Shamrock is pretty new in the Holy Knight lineup, isn't he? Why do you think Whitebeard let Rox lead him? Well, the Davy backfight for one. For two, Whitebeard's like, he's not my boss. Whitebeard was a bit of a tsundere with it. Why do I think that? Because I don't think they disliked each other is the main reason. But Davy backfight is probably a big one. But I also don't think they disliked each other. I just don't think they disliked each other. I think Roger and Whitebeard became friends through Rox. This is what I think. Saying Rox is good makes Kaido and Big Mom good is saying Jinbe's good, so surely Arlong is good. They are still their own people, guys. Just because Kaido and Big Mom are like pretty bad does not mean that Rox is also bad. They're pirates, once again. They're individuals and they're pirates. Dragon wasn't around by the time Rox was around. We know this because the Revolutionary Army came into play when Kuma was an adult. Rox is probably dead. I'm sure back in the day, Rox was probably the most wanted man. But Dragon at this point is probably in the Marines right now. I mean, I still think that's my theory. My theory is the reason Dragon left the Marines is because he was on God Valley. And he saw what happened in God Valley and he said, this is fucked. He said, this is so fucked. I do not see any justice here. But see, that's the thing. What Rox is doing is similar to what the Revolutionary Army are doing. They are making an enemy of the world, of the Marines, and of the world government. But Rox, again, I don't exactly know his motivations, but it just doesn't seem malicious. It just doesn't seem malicious. He's interesting. He's baffling me. Because he feels really contradictory, because he's saying, I will rule the world, and then he's saying there's no authority in the world that lasts forever. But if you rule the world, you are authority. So what are you talking about? Like, I can't figure this man out. Anyway, I do think he's also Buggy's dad. I'm now sticking to it. I think he's Buggy's dad as well. I think Rox had two beautiful wives. Two beautiful wives, and one of them had an evil baby. I think it's similar. It's going to be similar to Harald, Heidrun, Harald, and Loki. I think it's going to be similar. I think this is why we're getting Rox at this time. And we are being introduced to Rox as Blackbeard's father at this time. I think there's going to be a lot to do with brothers. Because Shanks and Shamrock. Shamrock was also introduced in Elbaf because he's Shanks' brother. Loki and Heidrun. Loki was introduced in Elbaf. We met Heidrun before. Loki is Heidrun's brother. Now we are meeting Rox as Blackbeard's dad. And now I'm thinking, I think we're going to get another set of brothers. I think Shanks is going to have his evil brother story, and so is Buggy. I think we're about to get a brother versus brother kind of arc here. It's all coming together. It makes the most sense. It makes the most sense, I say, as if I'm writing this fucking thing. Thanks for pinning that, by the way, Sarah. Also, someone said something about the Emu plush, and it was like, oh my god, is Oda Force getting something? No, he just fucking thought the Emu plush was funny. Everyone thought the Emu plush was funny. All of Japan thought the Emu plush was funny. They all thought it was funny. I thought it was funny. Did you not think it was funny? All the photos were amazing. My favorite photo was Emu plush in a car seat strapped in. And it said, I'm heading out. It was funny. Zebek translated from Vietnamese means buggy. Okay, but is that just a Vietnamese thing? Is that just a coinky dink? That's been debunked. It's Google Translate. Well, what if Oda used Google Translate, huh? For specifically Vietnamese. Buggy debunked. Buggy D clown stocks are up. It could be real. It could soon no longer be a joke. It could soon be real. Buggy D clown. No, I'm sticking to it. I think we are about to be introduced to Rox again as Buggy's dad. And I think it's going to be a brother for brother arc. I think it's just going to be about a bunch of brothers. I think Rox had two wives, or two beautiful women that he courted, and one of them had an evil baby and the other one had a clown baby. And Roger got one kid and Whitebeard got the other. This is it. This is it. This is my One Piece. This is my One Piece. This is the One Piece is real. The clown copium. Copium. Also, yeah, we have Australia in One Piece. Is Rock supposed to be fucking Ned Kelly? Pause. I think he's meant to be Ned Kelly. Ned Kelly was a vigilante that we had in Australia back during like the gold rush days, who was like, you know, against government, against cops. He was literally like, he was based, yeah, he was kind of, here's the thing, he was kind of like a Robin Hood, but also, he also did like bad things, of course, but Ned Kelly was literally a fuck the police type. type of figure in history. He was a friend. Was he, Kaysen? I didn't know that. The bad thing is this propaganda. It's true. I'm just saying that the world doesn't, you know, work like One Piece all the time. But now that I think about it, it feels like Rox is a Ned Kelly, which is inclining me to further believe Rox was not an evil guy. It's making me further believe he's not an evil guy, because he's like, I am going to take over One Piece Australia and make it a land for pirates. Bro, that's Ned Kelly. I just realized this. Fuck! Rox is an Aussie. That's Ned Kelly. That's literally Ned Kelly. Oh my god, that has to be the inspo, right? That has got to be the inspo for Rox. No, I don't believe he's evil now. No, Blackbeard was, what is it, Somali or something? If Buggy is Australian, I'm gonna flip my shit. I still think Roger's an Aussie. He just screams Australian to me. Gotta send that to the SBS. Is Rox inspired from the real-life historical Australian figure Ned Kelly? That, he might answer that. He might answer that, you know. Because I'm pretty sure he'd know who that is. He'd say it's a matter of reading comprehension. No, this is fucked. I cannot believe Australia is real. I cannot believe. No wonder you guys were all talking about Australia before I started the stream. This is personally funny to me. Like, God. Well, now you guys know. Also, Ned Kelly wore a big, like, knight helmet, like a big knight tin helmet. No one ever saw his face. Like, he was just iconic vigilante. Speaking of multiple wives, Eustace Kid has a similar hairstyle and clothing like Rox. I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't want to bring it up, but why does he look and act like Kid? What the fuck is happening? How many kids does this guy have? How many kids did he have? Who was he fucking? I was gonna say Genghis Khan. Because he does. He has a similar behavior to Kid and a similar fashion to Kid. He really does. If we get his hair color revealed and it's like red and blue, we're cooked. We're fucking cooked. We are cooked if that's his hair color. If his hair color is revealed to be red and blue, we're cooked. We are so cooked. Kid is young. That's true. That's true. Maybe Kid is like the grandson of Rox. I don't know. Maybe he had multiple different kids. Kid's mom was pregnant for 15 years. That's why he's like that. He's been overcooked. Whoa. Are you saying Kid came out with kneecaps just like Ace? Wow. I did not want to know. Kid a Rox clone. No. No. No, I don't want to believe that. Nepo piece is real. Well, I have nothing else to add. I've got nothing else to say. Just that Loki's so baby. Look, he's so baby. Oh, he's so little. And he's crying as well. Now, here's the thing. ... I have to get to when... Vegapunk talks about, like, his message. And we see the world. And we see Buggy. Because hang on. Where's the chapter where we see everyone and it's like the stage is set? Does anyone remember that? This is after chapter 1121. Fuck, I was so close. Wait, are you lying to me? Okay, there it is. Fuck, this isn't it. Where's the chapter where Crocodile tells Buggy to sit? (1122) has more Buggy. It does. There it is. There it is. There it is. So this is it. This is why I'm thinking, I think it's not far-fetched. I'm seeing some rocks in Buggy because Buggy says in chapter 10, 1122, the world is mine, you idiots who said I wanted such a thing. The world is ours, right? Hatsune Buggy. And then they're saying, we'll follow you to the depths of hell. Which is why I'm thinking it feels like Blackbeard is one side and Buggy is the other side. Like, Buggy is wanting to claim the world, but he's wanting to claim it for everyone under him. Meanwhile, Rox is like, I'm gonna be claiming the world, right? I'm seeing it now because now we know Rox. Like, now we are hearing about what Rox is saying. Also, Buggy and Blackbeard are on the same page here. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a possibility. I think it's a possibility. I thought it was far-fetched at first, but now that we've gotten to know more about Rox, I'm seeing some Buggy and Rox. And I'm seeing some Rox and Buggy. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'm bugging it. I'm bugging it. I am seeing it. Sekaide. I'm bugging it. I'm bugging it. I see it. I see it. Buggy is Oda's special boy. Oda fucking loves Buggy. Which is another reason why I'm like, I think Buggy might be very relevant here. Because Oda really likes Buggy. So I'm sensing Buggy peace. Yeah, that's what I said. Blackbeard and Buggy are on the same page. We get taught about Buggy and then we go to Blackbeard and it's like, now I'm not sure. Now I'm not sure. Now I don't know. Also, I don't believe in theories until I get more evidence for them. I need more evidence for the theory before I can believe in the theory. I don't just shoot my shit. I don't just shoot my shit. I research. I research. Some people will say a theory just because. I need more than that. I need more than that. So now I'm on board with the Buggy Rocks theory. Because we actually have something to go on now. We have something to go off. Back in the day we didn't. It was just, oh, because I said so. Now I can make reasons for why I believe they can be related. That's the point. This is what researching is. Faith without reason is the fun part. Yeah, well, you got me there. You think Rox doesn't have the respect of his crewmates? I totally disagree. I totally disagree. I think Rox does have the respect of his crewmates. They're just like catfighting with each other.
Howdy do, boys.
Sanji and Zoro, but it's everyone. I'm sensing that Rox was taken over in God Valley. I'm sensing that Rox pissed off Imu. Rox popped up in Imu's chambers and said, "You, I'm gonna get you." And then Imu went, "Nah, nah, I'm taking him over." I'm sensing that Imu took over Rox in God Valley and made Rox go haywire. I just do not believe that Rox is like this fucked up guy. Send that man to hell! Tear that bitch apart! Anyway, alright, okay, now I really have nothing else to say. The other thing about this chapter is I love the color spread. I love the color spread. I love Nami being scared and Jinbei and Sanji helping her. Oh, I miss my wife, guys. I miss my beautiful girl. Sanji's so cute. Bring her back to me. Oh, I miss her. Would I laugh if Sanji was smushed by Loki's hammer and died? Yes. Are you kidding? I would 100% laugh. I would 100% laugh. What do you mean that's how he dies? That would fucking get me bad. Peak fiction. Yeah, I'll probably be more active on the Discord now. Sorry, I love this color spread. Sanji is so cute, holding out his arms going, "Nami, I'll help you." That is so cute. Oh my god. It's just so kawaii. I feel sick to my stomach. Alright. We are done. We're done. We're done. We're done, we're done, we're done. Okay, so, no more, of this. I will be streaming with Drork and Mama Drork in about an hour, just over an hour. Like I said, I'll be posting the link on my Discord and on Twitter, so you guys can, you are the youngest person ever, sorry. So you guys can join. We will be talking about Baratier, because Drork and Mama Drork are doing a, I think, One Piece read through with different content creators, which is awesome. I got Baratier, which is very cool. Goofy hates me. He hates me for this. Pissed him off that I got Baratier and he got fucking Orange Town. He was messaging me like, I had to fucking talk about Buggy's balls and you get Baratier. I'm just that guy. I'm the Sanji girl. You can't take me away from him. So, in just over an hour, I will be streaming with Drork and Mama Drork, and we'll be talking about Baratier, and I'm very excited because you guys know. Drork's a little late, that bastard. You tell Drork there's no excuse. I woke up at 2 a.m. I woke up at 2 a.m. That bastard. I don't actually care. But sorry, so Drork's late. Drork's a little late. You guys will know. But channel is Drog Show. Is Drog streaming on Twitch or YouTube or both? I don't actually know. I didn't get to ask. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Drog manager? Twitch. Twitch. Drawk spelled D-R-A-W-K. Drawk Show. Okay, Twitch. Yep, alright. So you guys will get the link. Oh, sorry, I'll put it on Blue Sky as well. Yes, I'll put it on Blue Sky as well. Yeah, I'm very excited. I love talking about Sanji. Any chance I get to talk about Sanji. By the way, before I go, check out my leg warmers. I just, look. Matchy. I just wanted to show everyone. Okay, I'll go now. I'll see you guys with Drawk and Mama Drawk. Very excited to talk about the Baratier. And I'll go on my box. Thank you, everyone. This was a fantastic chapter. Sorry I don't react to clashes the way I should. Sorry I don't. Oh my god. What? Oh, I'm sorry I don't do that. But hey, you don't watch me for that. At least you shouldn't be watching me for that. I've never done that. You watch me because of the emotions and the heart. That's why you should be watching me. Okay? That's why you should be watching me. I don't care about Rox's fates. I care about Rox's heart. His heart, okay? And maybe his boobies. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit when I get to talk about the Baratier with Drawk and Mama Drawk. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.